WIDR Kalamazoo.
All right, what it do, folks? Welcome on back to 89.1 WIDR FM. Jerome, why don't you let the people know what's going on here today, man?
Yes, sir. It is Jerome. It is J-StevO.
StevO, baby.
Yes, sir. Hailing from Memphis, Tennessee, but currently residing in Michigan. Well, I guess I'm gonna make some marshmallow on that. I'm both M's, Memphis and Michigan. Eminem.
But folks, you're listening to another episode of Keeping in Touch. We're here in the summer. We're having fun. We got a great guest for today's episode. For those who were around, what was it, last October? Was it Halloween, right?
Yep.
You know J-StevO from the Halloween concert at 89.1 WIDR FM. And, man, what a blast that was. That's a while ago. I was thinking about that the other day.
Yeah. Honestly, I'd be thinking about that concert at random points, especially now that I actually talked to Dizzle. Funnily enough, I talk to him consistently now.
And who you be talking to from 369? You just brought him up the other day, and I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot that.
Yeah, Alejandro. I brought him up.
One of the duo, right?
I gotta tap back in with him. Him and Mello, they doing their thing, and they pretty much like just self-taught. Like, they don't go nowhere. They literally just go over one of each other's houses. They both got a computer, and they both got like the most minimal equipment, and you would never know listening to their music.
Crazy. Oh, fun stuff. And again,
it surprised me. Yeah, he posted it on his story one day. Like, he posted
let's do setup or something.
Not even that. Like, he was just previewing a song off his computer, and you could just kind of like get a feel of the studio. He moved around a little bit, so you saw some stuff. I'm just like, oh, bro's like working with a skeleton of a studio, and he's making amazing music, man. Shout out to him. I probably could learn a few things from Alejandro.
Yeah, hey, shout out to all the creatives, including yourself, StevO. We were chatting earlier today and 2 days ago, even last week, about making more music, getting you on the scene. You had a show out in Battle Creek over the summer, right?
Yes, sir.
Recently, look at that smile on your face, man.
Recently performed at the Down to Earth Fest. Great guys out there. I know the guy, Takeo Towns, or TKO as he goes by. He's a pretty great guy. He's a good producer. Me and him go way back. I've known him since like middle school. I want to say, like,
dang,
I've known him since my 6th grade year of middle school, like before he even made it to middle school. So we
still trying to pull those memories back. Like, where did I first meet this person from?
Yeah, it was especially him. Like, me and him definitely couldn't have predicted at that time that we would go on to do what we're doing right now. Especially him, on how far he's developed as a producer. I've saw him go from scratch to where he is now, and he's seen me go from my scratch to where I am now. So we both just chill with each other, and we have fun joking about that, because other people from like both of our sides will talk to us and be like, oh dang, like, what happened to Takeo? Last time I heard Takeo, he was like kind of buns, he wasn't this good. But now he's just like a whole dude. Like, they don't recognize him no more on songs, and they are really impressed with his journey. And he's told me, funnily enough, somebody came out to the show on his end, mutual friend named Zach, but more of
the Battle Creek show?
More of his friend, yeah. He came and he said, Takeo said he was talking to him after the show, like, where did this come from? When did StevO get actually good? Because like back in
when did StevO get bars? When did StevO get hype?
Back in those early days when I was like performing in high school, I was performing at lunchtime, and
you do that a lot back in school.
Yeah. In high school, I started doing that. Middle school, I didn't tell nobody that I started like writing music. I didn't tell anybody that I was doing that, because a lot of people was going shoot that down.
For sure.
I was big sensitive about it. I was like, hey, I don't want to tell nobody, because especially a lot of people.
This was back in middle school. Yeah.
Especially a lot of people in that town, just in general, even nowadays. Like, there's a lot of people who, I won't say just like
judge or what,
gatekeep, but like they're crabs in a bucket.
Oh, I get you. Yeah.
So I was just like, I don't want to tell nobody, and then like they get on me and it discourages me from doing it. So I just kept it to myself for a while. And then high school is when I really started like kind of telling people.
Taking it more serious or what? A little bit more? Or?
I started performing like a cappella writtens when somebody made a joke. Somebody was just like, "Oh, bro, you don't do that. You ain't write no rhymes. Spit something right now." And this was in aquatics.
On the challenge, huh?
This was in a aquatics class or aerobics.
What?
So we're in the locker room. We're in like the swimming
way.
pool locker room. I just like dried off, and it became just a tradition. Like at the end,
Drop
of
a 32 or something.
every
Yeah.
class, I'd be like, "Yo, I got this song I just wrote." Bust out the
there you
notebook
go.
out of my the old people call it trapper keepers, the binder thing.
Oh my god!
It had the little zipper on it. I still got that.
That's so funny.
I busted out the notebook from there, and I started rapping, and they started fucking with it. Like they was everybody was like taking me as a joke at first, and then once I actually started like performing, that did wonders for me development wise, because now I'm just like, man, I'm writing stuff to perform at the end of every class every day. That's pressure. I'm just like, I can't have nothing that's trash. Now, in hindsight, it was still trash, but
It's still growing. The development,
grind.
right?
At that time,
grind, man.
at that time, you gotta believe it's
Gotta-
good. Like at that time, I thought it was good for sure, and where I was at,
Proud of it and excited.
didn't know as much as I do now. So I was doing that, and then at lunchtime, I started performing too. A lot of people start gathering at lunch, like every table, and now we here in Kalamazoo, and Takeo, he started his journey right before I left, so I seen where he was, and then we clicked back up later, and we're now more cool than ever. And we were kind of cool back then, but now we even more cool. We bros now, especially now that he had me perform at this fest. He came to me about it. I didn't know anything, and the original plan was for me to be the hype man for everybody there. So I was just like, okay, I'm cool with that. And
then got a fill-in set or what? Something like that?
They was just like, oh, well, you could be a hype man, but like we want you to perform too. Like we want you to perform your music. I was just like, at first I said no. I was just like, no, the focus is on y'all. I want to hype y'all up. And
Humble, my friend, humble.
And they was just like, nah, man, like we want you to perform with us. So the way they said it that way,
Joust. Bro, I got
just
that
like,
locked in my
okay.
brain. Joust.
Yes, sir. I'll always perform that one, no matter what
It's a good
stage
one.
I'm at.
That's a banger.
Even like 5 years
Encore
later.
inducing, some would say.
5 years later, I'm still performing that.
Love that, man.
But that's
A bit of the
what's going on with
J-StevO
them.
history, huh?
Yes,
How
sir.
J-StevO came to be in the industry of making music, taste, and the grind. J-StevO, moving forward, we talked a bit over the past week about how you want to shape your sound, your art, and your creative influence and style. What are you thinking, my friend? It's summertime. Let the ideas flow. Where do you want to be, and where do you see yourself musically in the next 2 years?
Without sounding like an NBA player, I want to take my time to really dedicate myself to my craft more than I have ever, so I can see where I need to keep pushing myself. I want to keep growing. The most important thing to me though is that I keep an open mind with all the sounds and things that I'm working with, because I don't want to be limited. That's one of my biggest fears, is just that I get limited somehow and I stay as just one thing.
No, I
And
feel you.
I don't want to
Get comfortable on a path. And
it's
just
kind
stay
of
there.
hard because I don't want people to be like, oh, I can make a J-StevO type song. But at the same time, that's not too bad, because you got a distinct style and stuff like that. So I'm still kind of grasping with that concept of just there's going to be something distinct that people are going to key into more than just the whole picture of the thing. But that'll be my biggest goal, is just seeing how I can get people to see the whole range that I have and the whole grand perspective picture of what I can do with music outside of
your sound or whatever. I guess
one separate sound thing.
One specific sound. You're that very. Hey, I love that, man.
I'm very much a transitional person. So
very well put.
Yeah, we doing another transition right now.
A flower, huh? Like a, what do they call that? Like the butterfly, the caterpillar shedding its skin and becoming the butterfly.
I just
Oh
yeah, it's definitely like that. You know, there's stages. There's definitely stages. It's a process.
Like
to
as an
change.
artist, you would say as an artist, it feels like you're shedding your skin, snake skin, and becoming something new. Would you say?
Yeah, but with that happens like multiple times. I think it's the greatest thing ever because you can see all the different keynotes and different checkpoints in your journey, especially with how you look. Like your appearance as an artist, it just subconsciously happens. Like you make a decision one day, your appearance changes, your music
Then it
might change
stays
a little
in that
bit.
path.
You might be following the theme and stuff like that. Even outside of being in the theme, just like how you feel and how you're changing as a person, like your music's gonna change with you. So you're always transitioning. Me, off the top of my head, there's like SoundCloud Stevo. We do not
SoundCloud Stevo.
we don't.
Is this your eras? You're going through your Stevo eras.
Yeah. We don't talk about SoundCloud Stevo.
Lock them away, huh?
But if y'all want to see like what I was like working with, I would say, and where I was at in terms of like actually putting in the grind and putting in the work, like where I actually started, you can listen to it. But it's definitely garbaggio.
Hey, it's all in the terms of growth, my friend.
Some of that wasn't even like my fault too, because sometimes there was songs where it's just like it ages well to this day. The bars age well, but just my voice and how I was saying
confidence in that, or what? A little bit, or deliverance, and
just me getting older. I sound like my voice was different. It wasn't always just deep, so it sounded more awkward and things of that nature. And also like
that's funny.
Yeah, there's always up when your first song is about Fortnite. It's always up. Terrible reverb. Ski Master Slum God was my dad at that time.
That's
like
so funny.
Man, he was a big influence. Even now today, his influence shows less and less as I make more and more music. But I definitely still recognize when it's there.
Got you. Understood. Yeah. Hey, that's the sounds you like. Do I guess appear in what you make?
Yes, sir.
So I know we talked a bit ago, a couple weeks ago, getting a rap or like hip hop, even like producer podcast started up or live show. You still have thoughts about maybe doing that one day? Would you ever be interested in being a curator of like the hip hop music scene in Kalamazoo? I don't know.
For sure. You know,
I feel like that's something that like the station could use, and maybe the scene could use also.
I'm still down for
That'd be great.
It'd be a great experience for me too, because I'm still relatively new to this scene, and that's
get some names out there, get some people in.
Let's
work on that, Steve-O. I really think that'd be great for you and the station. That'd be really fun. I think the people need it.
Yes, sir.
I think, I could need it. Get some of my beats out there with the community, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And just get a lot of those creatives in, and collaboration's huge. It'll be a lot of fun to see what we can do with that.
For sure, man. Everybody got to get together, man. There's not enough of that in the 269. There's not enough people getting together and actually doing stuff together to put on the whole community.
Why do you think that is, Steve-O? Real quick, because we're running out of time here, my friend.
Crab in a bucket mentality and people not actually like loving what they do. Like some people do what they do, but they don't do it because they love it. They do it because they want to look cool. They just want to. A lot of people want what comes with it.
The glory or what, man?
Yeah, the recognition, especially in Battle Creek. There's a lot of like trend setting.
Oh, competition or what? Yeah, just if it feels like more competition than collaboration.
At that point, it's not even competition, because like you got the person who starts off doing it. They got true passion for it. They put their heart in it. They work. They grind. They get the recognition they deserve. And then somebody else tries to just come up off of that because they seen that they got off of that, but they don't care about it like they do, and they don't really see it how they see it. They just see all the attention and everything that comes from it.
They see the fruits of the labor, but not the labor.
Not the
right?
Not the labor for what it is. You know, I don't see music as a job, but some people, some of your favorite rappers really do see it that way, and it's just kind of disheartening a little bit to me as somebody who like loves music so much.
Yeah,
it should be a passion. It shouldn't be something that's just like, oh, you know, I'm just finna cash out on all these people because I know they finna listen to me. Like, I would rather just focus on putting an important message that they can learn from in the song.
Beautiful stuff, Steve-O. Well, is there anything else you got to share with the people tuning in about maybe that getting that collaboration started in the city a little bit more, or just where to see Steve-O in the next year?
We're definitely making a lot of behind the scene efforts for that right now.
Some stuff, some music for the station too. I think that'd be cool. Getting some radio edits.
There's gonna be more music for the station. There's gonna be a lot more music for the station. I'll put people onto that too. And also, me along with other artists, we all have the same mentality in terms of like bringing people together and working and trying to really put ourselves out there like that. So it was really great that you said that. That's just gonna add to it because I already had plans with other things on how we can get the community of artists that's from these areas together to actually
centralize them. Let's get them all in a room and say, let's make some.
Really find out who's serious.
I almost swore right there.
And that's the most important thing too, because I know most of these artists, and I know a lot of people. I know who's serious about it and who's not. So it's all about just getting the people who's really serious about it.
Really, for
and
sure.
really making a dent and doing something with it, man. There's no
getting people excited again.
There's no hope.
Yeah.
There's no real hope for people out here in terms of like wanting to make it. Whether that be they don't feel like enough people believe in them and they're not motivated, or they just aren't put on to the right resources, or they don't know how to. Literally, I mean, I'm in that category. I just don't know how to quite put myself like out there.
It's tough
like that.
It's tough. And that's why we need to work together. Mm-hmm. Beautiful stuff, J-StevO, Jerome Stevenson. Thank you, my friend.
This is
great. This is a great chat, man. I love chatting with you about just being creative, just because you have a great progressive mindset, always thinking forward. Got a lot of stuff. You're open, like you said, and I see you becoming more open in the sound selection as I was presenting you some of my music the other week.
Yes, sir.
Some stuff that I'd be like, you know what? Last time when I saw J-StevO, I might not present this, but this time he's telling me I want to hear it. So.
Oh yeah, you know,
fun stuff.
I'm a sound shaper. I want to become a sound shaper, so it's very important to be exposed to different things. So because like one of these things I'm gonna work with, and I'm gonna really start like cooking with, and that's gonna become its own thing that people can go in and expand for themselves or recognize. You know, it's different brands. You know, that's how SoundCloud started. That's how SoundCloud started with the artists. That's how
a WIDR cloud. What about that? Imagine that.
WIDR cloud. WIDR cloud could go nuts. Honestly,
that would go crazy.
But yeah, you know, that's how it happens. You got to be willing to experiment and really be different in order to create a new sound and really like reap the benefits from that as well. Like there's a lot to learn with
a lot of fun too.
Everything and a lot of fun in it. Yeah. I don't want to be copy and pasting cookie cutter and working with stuff that I know already works for other people. You know, it's not formulaic.
Beautiful words, my friend. That's all we got for you folks. We got to get to class soon, Jerome. Man, it came up quick. Folks, thanks for tuning in for another episode of Keeping in Touch. We want to keep you in touch with all the beautiful creatives here in the Kalamazoo area and the ones you know here at 89.1 WIDR FM. This is the show to do it. Jerome, we got to get you on some hip-hop type show on the station, dude. That's it. The people need it. I'm excited.
Yes, sir.
And folks, you'll be seeing it soon. Just know.
Let's get it done.
Peace.